Muse just launched their product and it's available for everyone to purchase. It's this headband that you wear that tracks your brain function and also helps you to de-stress.
Well, this is Muse, and as you just said, it tracks your brain activity in real time, sends it to your smartphone or tablet, and helps you understand your brain activity. So people use Muse for as little as 3 minutes a day to do exercises to help them improve their cognitive function, their attention, their concentration, potentially working memory, and help them decrease their stress.
Do you mind if we try it out?
Of course. So Muse has sensors on the forehead and sensors behind the ears. Slips on just like a pair of glasses.
Okay.
Just like that.
Okay.
Then snug it up. Here you see the sensors right there. So you're just going to stay still for a second and let's see if you have good signal quality. You are good to go.
Okay.
We take this information and we're able to see when you're in a state of focused attention and when your mind has wandered.
Okay.
So it's going to take you through a focused attention training exercise, and you're going to hear your mind is the wind. So when you're thinking, ruminating, distracted, you're going to hear it as windy. And it's your job to quiet the winds and quiet your mind.
Okay.
So the first thing we do is 60 seconds of calibration.
Okay.
So you're going to do a cognitive training task where it asks you to think of different categories.
Help Muse understand your brain signals. For this calibration, Muse will need to listen to your brain signals for 60 seconds while you perform a simple brainstorming task. The better this calibration, the more responsive Muse will be in the next exercise. You won't need to look at the screen during this calibration, so feel free to put your device down within reach or rest it in your hands. Sit in a comfortable position and close your eyes. Allow your back to be straight and relax your shoulders.
So now that you've done your calibration, the next thing we do is we go into the experience. So it's going to guide you through everything you need to learn to calm and focus your mind.
Okay.
Shoulders. Settle in. Take a few moments to relax by becoming aware that you're breathing. No need to change your breathing. Your body knows how to breathe. To help focus on your breathing, count each out breath up to 10, then start back at 1 and begin to count again. When the winds get stronger and you notice that your mind is wandered, don't worry. Just start your count back at 1 without judging how you're doing. Great job. Tap the screen to see your data.
How do you feel?
Very relaxed.
Awesome.
Yeah. So what does this show me?
This shows me and you exactly how relaxed you were.
Okay.
So you were really calm. So each of these little spikes is when you had something distracting you. So this is calm, this is active. So you had an initial strike, whether it was a wandering thought, something in the environment that distracted you. Around a minute and 15 seconds, you had another little area of distraction. You brought yourself back down all the way to the end.
Okay. So the goal is to basically stay within the calm section throughout the whole thing.
The goal is to look exactly like you did during that session.
Okay.
So most people, when they do a first session, end up here. That is amazing. So anybody who has a Muse right now and is looking at your results knows how hard that was to get for a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's gamification. You got 498 points. That's like off the hook.
That's good.
That's really good.
Okay.
When you get to 5,000, it unlocks new levels, new insights about you, and it starts to build a model of your brain so it can really give you personalized coaching.
So I got 19 birds. What does that mean?
That means when you're really quiet, a bird will come and sit next to you. And then people discover that birds mean you're really quiet. They typically go like, oh my God, it's a bird, and then it flies away, and it's a lesson in non-striving.
How is this different from just simply meditating?
So it's a focused attention training. In a lot of ways, it's very much like meditating. But in meditating, most people try it, and then they go, am I doing this right? Is this thing on? Or if you're a more experienced meditator and you actually know what you're doing, quote unquote, you start to meditate and then your mind starts to wander. And as we all know, sort of 45 seconds, 3 minutes, 5 minutes later, you're, oh right, I'm supposed to bring it back.
Right, okay.
Because this exercise of building focused attention is an exercise in noticing your mind is wandering and then bringing it back.
So someone might not even realize that they're doing that, and this kind of helps them.
Precisely. So this
notice.
really shortens the time between wandering and bring it back.
Okay.
So it's kind of like going to the gym. You get to do more reps in a single session.
How does this actually sense? I mean, it's just a piece of rubber. Like, how does
Just
this
a piece of
actually
rubber
work?
with a little bit of technological magic. So it is a clinical grade EEG in a consumer form factor.
Okay, so what does that mean in layman's terms?
So you have two, basically it's a very sensitive voltmeter. So you have two sensors on your forehead and two behind your ears, conductive ink and conductive rubber, and so that tracks your brain activity in real time. When you think or do anything, your neurons fire, creating an electrochemical reaction. We track the electrical changes, and then we apply signal processing and machine learning to them to make assumptions and suppositions about what's going on in your mind at that moment.
Now, and it's just the Muse product for now, but I'm assuming you maybe are working on other things to add on to Muse, or you might have other products.
So Muse is a platform. Anybody can build on top of it.
Okay.
There's an open SDK. We have over 1,000 developers signed up to build things like bot-controlled RC cars, simple games that you play just by changing your attention. For us, we are starting on our roadmap of the next products. We have some interesting corporate partnerships.
What does something like this cost?
$299.
It's $299, and you can just get it from the website right now?
ChooseMuse.com or Amazon.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks so much for meeting with me.
Of course, my pleasure.
Yeah.